World Series of Poker is coming up.
Yeah.
How much? What's your plan? How many events are you playing? Do you have that all figured out at this point?
Yeah, so I've been saying this for the past 2 years, and I feel like last year it really was beneficial, and that was kind of doing the whole quality over quantity thing.
Mm.
So in the past, I had put together a package, sell it on Stake Kings, but then I felt so obligated to play on a day where maybe I didn't get enough sleep or didn't feel my best. And then I didn't want to like refund people's money. So then I'd sit in a tournament where I really should have just taken the day off or stuff like that. So I want to make sure that I'm feeling my best and feeling up to par with playing my at very least B plus game, you know.
Yeah.
And if I do that, then I plan to play a ton of events. I plan to play, you know, all the smaller stuff like the Gladiator's a fun one, the 600 deep stack, the 800, the Millie Maker. I'm playing the tag team with Poker Mama this summer, which I'm really, really excited about,
Cool.
aka Casey Mills. And I'm playing the mini main. I try to make another deep run in the monster stack like we did last year. So there's a lot of fun events I'm excited for. And of course, the main event, which I would really like to satellite into if I can.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what about the one that really interests me is the mystery bounty where you can win up to $1 million. Are you going to play that, or is that a little too much just wild variance? And
yeah, it's crazy. I have some scheduling conflicts with trying to fire a bullet in that one, but if it works out where I can, then I will. But if not, I'm not really planning to, but if it works out, I will. Yeah. So I think I'm playing about $20,000 to $30,000 in buy-ins this summer, including the main event. Yeah.
Nice. And is that all are you owning 100% of yourself then?
No, absolutely not.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying when you said you weren't doing the staking. I'm like, wow, good.
Oh, no. So sorry. So I will post on Stake Kings, but it'll be kind of a day-to-day thing. So if I'm feeling good, I'll post it up and sell some action.
Gotcha.
I'm going to try and take the most of myself as I can this summer though.
That's great. I was going to say you're a baller if you're buying 30,000 and going for it.
No.
Okay, so Jess and I are heading down, and Jess has not played the World Series before. Like,
oh my gosh, so fun.
Yeah. So, any thoughts, Jess? Any questions or that you would have?
I mean, I think you hit on it. That my concern is kind of I get there and I play a ton, and then I don't know how tired my brain is and how poorly I'm playing. Like, I kind of like burn out, but I'm not aware until like, I get a good night's sleep. I'm like, oh my God, what was I doing over there? Yeah. So that's my, I think that's my biggest concern is like, how do I, when you're going to the World Series for multiple days, how do you kind of pace yourself in an environment that's like, it's kind of like when you, it's like if we're kids and, there's a toy store that's just everything is free. You can be there as long as you want. And there's no parents. And, like, how do you maintain? I guess that's my concern.
How long are you going for?
Not terribly long. I think we're going on Tuesday at the start of the World Series and then leaving Saturday.
Cool. That's exciting. Well, I call it Poker Player Christmas. So it's just the funnest. Just the atmosphere is unmatched, really. It's just, it's so nostalgic. You think back to all the old World Series, like stuff, and Doyle Brunson and Phil Hellmuth when, just like so nostalgic. It's exciting. So I'm happy for you that you're going, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So to answer your question, I think self-discipline comes into play. So like you said, you're like a kid in a candy store. You could just always just be grabbing something. And I think it's really important to listen to your body. And for me, getting a workout in before I go play and making sure I get a good night's rest is really important. And also to kind of stop and take a second. Because like you said, you can be going, and you don't realize, oh my gosh, I am running myself into the ground. And then I realized I registered a 10 a.m. tournament, busted that, went into the 1 p.m., busted that, registered the 250 deep stack at 3. Then I registered the 8 p.m. and the 10 p.m. And now I busted all those. So I'm going to go play the Caesars at midnight. night, and I can't even see straight at
Yeah.
this point. So,
Yeah.
like I said, quality over quantity. I would just kind of try to take it day by day, see how you're feeling, and really try to assess and get a little workout in. Whether that just means walking a little bit, doing some stretching. I think that really helps reset you mentally, and that's been a big, huge change in me, is making sure I get that fitness in, whatever it may be, even if it's just stretching. Just having that intention goes a long way.
Totally agree with you. I think the workout to start the day and good sleep. I remember like the first few years I would go down there. It was just, yeah, I love that poker Christmas. It was my time to be a DGen all the time. Like,
Yeah,
so I would just caffeine and whatever I could do to stay awake. And you'd start the day and be like, man, my wallet's full of money, and get to the end and go, huh, I don't know what happened, but I had a lot of fun, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It goes quick. It's a blur for sure.
Yeah.